I'm Kevin Lundberg, State Senator for District 15, which is most of Larimer County. When we went down to Arizona, our intention primarily was to talk with the experts, the legislators who put this legislation in place. But we were also there on the ground, so we wanted to see what effects that was having and just understand a little more personally what the immigration issue has done and is doing to the state of Arizona. What Senate Bill 1070 does is it gets serious about the illegal immigration issue from the state perspective. Understand that illegal immigration is both a federal and a state issue, and 1070 simply, it's a fairly comprehensive bill that deals with a lot of areas, like it requires employers to use the E-Verify system to ensure that who they hire are legal, at least according to the federal records. It allows police to actually enforce immigration law. In other words, it makes it illegal to be in the state illegally, which a lot of people chuckle when they hear that. You mean to tell me it isn't illegal to be here illegally? Well, not really according to Colorado law. In Arizona, they changed that. And that's a big step in just holding people accountable for staying with the federal immigration law. Arizona needed to pass Senate Bill 1070 because the problem is that severe. The issues are that big. It's so many areas. There are security issues of people just coming across the border in huge numbers. And some of those folks are honestly looking for a job. They're doing it illegally, but that's all they're doing. But some of them are not. The drug traffic is huge. We hear stories all the time of what's happening in Mexico. Well, with the drug lords and the drug wars, well, that's moving its way across the border, and we've already seen some people killed in Arizona. Senator Pierce, he just named them off. The so-and-so, boom, 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 boom. Most of these people he was talking about were law enforcement, were policemen. And that needs to be fixed. In addition, the load to the state's budget is tremendous. Again, Senator Pierce told us that the estimates that he had was that it was costing the state of Arizona, the state government, over $2 billion. I think the number was $2.7 billion, if I recall correctly, every year that illegal immigration is costing the budget in Arizona. Transfer that over to Colorado. What do you see? You see a huge cost that we cannot support, particularly in these rough times. You see the same risk of who's coming and for what reasons. And I haven't even talked about the national security issues. There are some concerns that if you have a porous border, terrorists can come right across with impunity. We need to fix that. They needed to fix it in Arizona. They're doing a good job of working on it. We need the same things here in Colorado. Real compassion is making the law work for everyone. The way the laws are set up right now, it isn't. The federal government is not carrying their load. The state, in far too many ways, or local governments are turning a blind eye. And everyone knows the system is broken. The compassionate answer? Put laws in place that enforce immigration so that we have legal immigration, which I fully support. I believe that immigration has built our country and our state to what it is today. I want to continue that policy of promoting good, sound, legal immigration laws that help be a blessing to our state and to the people within the state. This trip was not sponsored at any taxpayer expense. This was taken on by individual legislators who, from their own resources, found a way to get down there, and for some of them to stay several days. It was organized by the Republican Study Committee of Colorado, which I am the chairman of. And we put this together because we, as the Republican Study Committee, want to provide ways for Republican members of the Colorado legislature to learn more in depth about the significant issues that affect our state. And this was one of those ways we could do that, but again, I want to emphasize that this was not at taxpayer expense at all, and it was not meant to be a political election year move. It was meant to give hard facts and good information to legislators who we know will be with us in the legislature next year, so we can come up with good legislation for everyone here in Colorado.